Philadelphia Eagles. It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And he's in the negative to begin the new season, Brock. First carry of the year winds up losing yards. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11. Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Throw secured by George Pickens. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Out of the gun. They'll give it to him inside. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Ready? Go!
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one. Softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready, set.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Here we go, set. Viking, 18. Let go.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one's caught. This is Lambert Smith. And he's taken down at the 30. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Get it. Smash, smash.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And a nice start here on 1st down. He gets him 6 before the stop is made.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They give it to him again. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Ready?
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
They'll work against the blitz. This throw's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target is running back, and the results, 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Out comes the field goal unit. The Eagles trying for 3. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Oh, and that's That's not going to do it. He hooked it. The kick no good. Wide left. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
We've set it downs for him from the 31.
Let's go. Top forward, 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Corey, 17.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is taken ahead to the 37. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
3rd and 4 coming up now. They're throwing it. Escapes the pocket. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard? Well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And they down this one right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia settles and ready. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, go, pass, ready.
Lone back gets the handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Good point, good point. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Gain of 26 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
19,
Plowing up the middle. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Red. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Say, hey. Let go.
Here's the long back on the handoff. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
19 Lions. Ready,
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Eagles are in punt formation. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll throw to start the drive. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw, but it's incomplete.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that'll be first down, Chicago.
25 yards. And the Bears first down.
Head to 60. Head to 60.
They'll go play action. He rolls to his right. Finds him on the crossing route. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They get 27 on the play. And it'll be first down, Bears. We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Hand off to the up back. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you can do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Throw, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then. And the running back's still doing it to this day.
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Still lined up at the 6. Here's 2nd and goal. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Headed out right. Has it in close. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears get the game's first points here in the 2nd. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be blocked down at the 42.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. And creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles, go!
Looking to throw here. Finds him over the middle. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
On the set.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Ready?
Running it now out of the gun. Fights his way through a tackle. Takes another tackle, but the ball's out. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. And he's going to scoop up his own fumble, so the offense still in chase mode as they keep possession. Time now taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half.
Ready?
So following the fumble and the recovery, here comes 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to the well again. And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down. But you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
Ready, ready?
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this drives him back at a field goal range, Brock, as he stopped for loss of yardage.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Let's go. Dragon 60, Bronco 80, Buffalo 18. Let's go.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. He beams one deep right side. That one's caught at the 10-yard line. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Get it. Cougar 19.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Warriors 70. 70 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Goal to go. They're passing. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles earn the chance to tie before halftime. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think he has both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. No return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10.
70 Lions. Dragon 60. Check up.
Throwing from the gun here. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And the Eagles get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away, just as they did.
It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34.
Ready.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Connects on the crosser. Has room into the secondary. It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles get some late points and the lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball at the 35 to begin this drive. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. Running back sent in motion. Looking to throw again on second down. This one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
They'll air it out on 3rd. And the incompletions continuing to sack up here, Brock. 3 straight plays as a defender knocks it away. Now it's 4th down. Chicago brings out the punting unit.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Throwing now off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So 2nd down coming up. I'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion.
19 left. Come on. Ready.
They'll throw on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route complete. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready.
2nd and 10 now from the 32 after the incompletion.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
Throwing it again here. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Camarda on to boot this one away. Collects this at the 32. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. They'll throw to begin this drive. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Eagles might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Now a run here from the gun. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain. Philadelphia's going to spend its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
18 Cardinal, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 79 Broncos.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. It's on the in route. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready, set.
1st and 10 from the 32.
70 Ranger. Let's go. Traffic. Cougar 19. Mustang 19. 18. Pioneer. Let's go.
He's going to throw it. Throw caught at the 6. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles will add to their lead at the end of the half. So Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get in their groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one right down the middle. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
Their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. Looking to throw. This is brought in. Big gain here for Loveland. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. From the right hash, a 49-yard look. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Let's see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. An 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Back-to-back carries here. And this is going backwards. The defense all over that draw, and they're going to lose yards. Third down coming up. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. They are on him, short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up fourth down. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Here we go. Start.
From the gun, here's a handoff. That run good for a handful as it brings up second down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Bronco switch. Bronco. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready, ready.
They'll run now on second down. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you could recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
They'll run here on first down. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, not for the thousandth time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
79 Broncos. Let's go now. 70 Lions.
This time it's a passing play. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Check, check. Ready. Packers, 60 by 6. Ready.
Setting up to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
60 Eagles, 60. Ready.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Hits his running back. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
I can guarantee you that's going to be until the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
On the jump.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending first and goal from the 3.
Come on, come on. Go.
Right up the gut. And he's in for the touchdown. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing it at the level.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles push their lead to 18. Here's McPherson on the hit for the kickoff. Flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. They're going to throw here to begin the drive. To the left and hauled in by Odunze. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Pass play coming here. Jump off caught by his back. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down from the gun. That's Cox. This is Loveland. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
First down, they'll run. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. They're just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Now pressure coming. He's going deep. Has it down close. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears shrinking the lead some in the 3rd.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and give him a run.
That one right down the middle. And the Bears make it an 11-point ball game. The Bears kicking team all ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. That's the rookie from Texas A&M who took him down.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Five still to go here. This is 2nd down.
18, pioneer. Go.
I'll throw it. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Worked through his progression. Nobody available. And by the time he checked it down to the back, ooh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks, too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Hand off to the back, and he works his way for a gain of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, really create some indecision now defensively.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd.
19, Tiger. 19,
Back to throw now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This is a time where you get in that huddle and you just look at one another and say, hey, let's get back in rhythm. Get back and get something good to feel good about. Sure, you'd love to get the first down, but more than anything, just find a positive play after a huge sack.
Third and long for him here. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Jahan Campbell makes the play. And the Eagles get it back on the final play of the quarter. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. The Eagles have the football, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Get it. 19 Tiger, 19 Viking, 18. 18 Rattler, 18.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Finds a seam down the middle. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Come on, ready.
Here's the handoff. He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Okay, ready.
Offense is set. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Give now to the running back. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Quick toss, headed left. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Brought in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. Touchdown to field goals, not going to get it done anymore.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion left. Back to work after throwing the pick. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Let's go.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38.
17 yards.
Looking quickly here.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Pass play on 1st and 10. Absolutely fires this one right side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Throw knocked away. That's going to send him back to the line for second.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Still sticking with the passing game. Fits it through the middle. And it'll be 1st and goal. Stop is made at the 5-yard line.
Just about every offense since the beginning of time, since the forward pass, Kate, has loved a tight end that can stretch the middle of the field. Now, I remember as a kid watching Kellen Winslow Sr. dice up right here between the hashes, and what a difference it can make for an offense.
Going ground on 1st and goal. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
2nd and goal coming up from the 7. To throw. Escapes the pocket. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief.
Well, he had the space from the defender and the concentration to make a great catch. What he didn't have was enough end zone real estate. That's just a very, very exciting incompletion.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Caught near the goal line. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So now the Bears getting set. Big moment coming as they go for 2.
The Bears will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Buffalo 18. 18, ready. Go.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Caught at the 1. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that 2-point attempt.
Bears 23.
They knew what they had to do, Brock. They got the score and now need to pull off this onside kick. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Get it. 70 Timberwolves. Mustang 19. Go.
Back to throw. Downfield finds Lambert Smith. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go. Timeout about Chicago. It uses its second. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game.
Goal at the 9-yard line.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal.
Go! Like Cowboy 80. 19 Tiger, 19.
Going back in the backfield, and they give it to him. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. The Bears going to use their third and final timeout. Needing 10 yards now as they line up. It's second and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Here's another for him. And he's in this time. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Eagles lead by 15 now. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. Working quickly here.
First down, Chicago.
To the air now on first and 10. Connects downfield, on target to Burton. And hey, if you can't prevent the catch, Brock, at least prevent a gain after it, right? So they make the quick stop at the 31. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Bears.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Bears trail by 15. They'll come to the line here, second and 9. 19
Tiger, 19 Tiger. 60
They give it to him again. He's got it in the red zone. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
That's another Bears first down.
Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. And they fake the spike. They're going to throw it. And this was a miss from the start, Brock. They call it a fake spike, and he's hit and drop now for the sack. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up. Pass play now. Rose caught. And this is down all the way to the 3. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here. Here we go, right up the gut. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Trying to set this up quick.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th.
He gets one final shot here. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Bears can make it a 1-score game as they trim the lead. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bears get it back to within 1 score. Approaching the final minute here. They need to find a way to defy the odds and get this back. Oh, I think the Bears got to that one. Yes, Bears football. Okay, they pulled it off. Now they have one final gasp. Either get into the end zone or leave here with the L.
How many times do we see these teams at this point of desperation late in the game needing to kick and not get it? So nice to see one of them actually rewarded with all that effort. Now it comes down to the execution of this offense. Can they do what their special teams just did and go execute, score a touchdown, and find a way to win?
Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Setting up to pass. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Pass brought in by Burden. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bears
back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He's looking for Colston Loveland. And now they face 2nd down. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
He'll look to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Try and get it into Colston Loveland. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
To throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Fails to find his running back. So that brings up 4th and long.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. He connects downfield. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down to that 17-yard line.
Bears, 1st down. It's a gain of 23 yards.
So beneath the chorus of Fly, Eagles Fly, it's a win for the Eagles. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly.
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me more than I'll face. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks